Hello. Hello. Fancy meeting you here. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time you're listening to this. Good day. How is everybody? How are we all today? I'm a little bit late because I was doing some other stuff. Yesterday, that wasn't exciting. Yesterday I cleaned the shed. Well, I tidied it up. I'm not cleaning it. I did do the hoover in there. Vacuum. Yeah, I'll vacuum my shed. It'll be a bit messy. And then clean the lawnmower. But yeah, that's as exciting as it gets. And then I did a bit in the garage as well. But nothing much happening really. Weather's been nice though. So I think a lot of people have been enjoying the weather. A lot of people have been, if they're able to, within the UK, meeting people, seeing people in the gardens, being safe, but seeing humans. I think that's helpful for everybody's head. Yes. Other than that, not a lot. Just trying to enjoy what's left of the bank holidays. We got one more day tomorrow. It's Easter Monday tomorrow, isn't it? So yeah, hope you're doing well. Hope you've been able to, wherever you are, take advantage of some nice weather. I went out for a monster walk today. I had one plan in my head and it just turned into 10 miles. I did walking today. So yeah, my feet are hurting a little bit actually. I need some new trainers. So I've got these running trainers and I've got these trail run trainers, which I'll show you because they're literally there. And they've served me well, but they're knackered. The pair of them are knackered. My trail run ones they're pretty worn. They've got a nice tear in them as well. They're a bit knackered. They're just a bit dirty as well, but dirty is okay. It's just look at them. They're worn at the bottom. And my running trainers, which have been really good, but you know what? Once I've got a hole in the bottom, there's not much they can do. So I need to get some new ones. They're so expensive. Everything's so expensive. Why can't things be cheaper? Why can't I have more money? Yeah. So yeah, first world problems. I need some new trainers. Other than that, well, I need lots of things. I need a new brain, I think. What have I learned this week? That should be a segment. I don't know, what have I learned this week? I learned about Pizza Hut, and there was this program I watched. I found it. I watched it somewhere. I'm just mumbling. That's my problem. Speak clearly. I was told to slow down as well because some people can't. Apologies if I speak too quickly. I try not to. I just get carried away with myself. Yeah. So it was called The Foods That Built America. I think I've talked about it before. I think I've talked about it with Ant before on one of the pods, and it was about or I might have just talked about it in I know I've talked to other people about it, but this one was about Pizza Hut and Domino's and how they came about. It was really interesting. It was the Pizza Hut, literally, because they're both Midwestern companies, like Midwest of America, so they're both American companies. And Pizza Hut, I think it was two brothers. I think both of them were two brothers. But regardless, they didn't even know what pizza was. So they literally just had they kind of had an idea of what it was meant to look like. So they didn't have the proper pizza dough. So they just got some dough and they got some tomato sauce and pasta sauce, tomato sauce. And they made it. And they made this what they thought a pizza would be. And they got this Italian guy to taste it. And the Italian guy goes, "That's not pizza. That's not pizza. What you've made there." They go, well, nobody knows what pizza, because nobody knew what pizza was. And they were selling this to the public, and they're selling it to a public that didn't know what pizza was. So whatever they introduced to them as pizza was pizza, and that was it. So they just introduced this non-pizza to them, and yeah, that's what it is, pizza. That's what pizza tastes like. And then they created this Pizza Hut, and Domino's wasn't even a pizza company. They were going to make pizzas, and they were going to make like all sorts, like a diner, and they wanted an eat-in experience, but they didn't have the money or the space. So then they said that we'll do it as a takeaway, so they can people can order, and we'll sort of, they can take it away, or we'll deliver it to them. And then the menu was too big, so what we're going to get rid of. And there was arguments about what they wanted to keep, and then eventually it was pizzas, and then both of them then become these multi-billion-dollar companies. Amazing, just that interest. It's just interesting. And Pizza Hut, I think the name came about because they only had space for that amount of letters on the sign outside the shop. So it was like obviously pizza, and then what we're gonna, and they only had enough space for 3 more letters. So Pizza Hut. That's how Pizza Hut literally. The reason Pizza Hut is because it's the hut has got 3 letters in it, and that's I think it was eight letters they could have, and that was it. Pizza Hut. Yeah. Crazy, but yeah, there's something I learned this week. In terms of what's been on. I think everybody's been watching Line of Duty. That's good. Line of Duty. If you haven't try and catch it on the BBC. The BBC. It's good. Good series. Oh, my door's open. The wind's blowing. Yeah, so that's. I think everybody's been watching that. Top Gear. I like watching Top Gear. It makes me happy. It's the last one today. Yeah. The Irregulars on Netflix. That's been pretty good. It's proven a different kind of vibe to it. I liked it. It was interesting. Finished that the other day. And Falcon and the Winter Soldier on the Disney Channel, on the Disney Plus, the Disney. And then Blacklist and MacGyver and Lois and Clark, Superman and Lois, which is one of. I think that's about to finish. There's only 6 episodes of that, and I've probably watched something else. The college admission scandal was quite interesting. That was an interesting documentary. Seaspiracy, I watched that one the other day as well. That was a bit crazy. That just ruining the oceans. I love that some people on Twitter talked about that, because I always like to have a look and see what the reaction is, especially when it's a new program. And or documentary, and people go, it's racist. And I was like, why is this guy talking about depleting of the oceans in terms of the fish in the oceans and killing? How is that racist? And they said, and then I have to read in further into it. People, it's like focusing on Asian countries. So it's like obviously Japan with the whaling and you know with the shark fin and all that business, Japan and China and Asian countries around there, because a lot of it's more controversial. And then it could come transpired as you read further down, they hadn't even watched a documentary. They literally said, "Oh, that's what it is," and so it's always going to concentrate on the. So they've made an opinion without actually looking at the. And it did start with that, because that's a massive part of it. But then they went to the Faroe Islands. It was in the UK, one of them as well. So because he wasn't just talking about like whales, and it wasn't just talking about like sharks or anything. It was like I think there was salmon and just depleted, and I mean they were in the States as well, I think. So there was it went all around the world, because it's I think, and they said there was, I don't know whether it was a crazy statistic in there or it was a crazy statistic I heard somewhere else, that we're on soon there'll be more plastic in the ocean than there will be fish, which is mental. And it's like, I also learned today, I think it was in America, that cats kill up to 3. Mum's always hungry. She's getting, said, I need something sweet. And I said, I'm sweet enough. And she said, fuck off. She didn't really, she would never swear. I think it was like 3 billion birds and small or I think it's up to 3 billion birds stroke small creatures a year. So it's probably mice and stuff like 3 billion. It's over. I mean, clearly that's going to be over 1 billion birds that they kill. That's mental. Cats are crazy. Cats will eat you. I ain't got a problem with cats, but I just don't trust them. Yeah, I'm cool with a cat, but you know, they're sinister cats. So I know people with cats. They look cute. My auntie used to have a cat, Snowy, 3-legged cat. Well, it had 3 legs after somebody shot it with air rifle or air pistol, and they had to have one of its legs amputated. It lived a good life. That lived a strong. I was always amazed by that. It still had it could still sort of jump onto a wall and stuff like that. It's crazy. But yeah, Snowy the 3-legged cat became a right fat cat. That did. So it was well looked after, that cat. Her other one was called Pinky before that. Huh, yeah, I know people with cats. Yeah, like I say, I ain't got a problem with cats. Loads of my neighbours have got cats. I always get on with the cats. I get on with the neighbours. But yeah, something sinister about cats. Yeah. Pets. I've always liked the idea of having a pet, but not actually the work that goes into looking after a pet. Yeah, it's like dogs. I like dogs, but dags. You like dags? That's Snatch, if you didn't know. But yeah, there's work in dogs, and then there's also the looking out. If you've got to do something and go somewhere, it's finding people like, you know, you got somebody to look after the dog. You got to abroad. It's like having another kid. That's hard enough. It's not. But it's all right now. They're older. Got to look after themselves now. But yeah, I don't know. I'll let other people have the pets. It's easier. But yes, it's been shout out to, I think it's today, Nick's birthday today. Shout out to Nicola. Happy birthday. If I remember somebody's birthday, I will mention it. Other people probably have birthdays this week as well. Now I can't remember. The only reason I remember that because I sent her a message earlier. Yeah, it was a difficult week, sad week. It was the funeral on Thursday, a few days ago now. Yeah, so it was. Although it was nice to see a lot of family, it was also not the best of circumstances to see the family. But you know, I think most of it obviously it was upset, and there were tears and a lot of sadness. But then I did try and make people laugh. Anybody who decided to have a chat with me and talk to me, I did get them to crack a smile, because it's like they say, it's remembering the good stuff, remembering the funny memories. And everybody had one. When I got people talking, everybody kind of come out with, oh, I remember when she did this, and I remember when she did that. So yeah, it was like, yeah, everybody's got their own little, and that's good, and it's good to hold on to those. I might have a nostalgic look through some of the old photos today and see what I can find. As I did send a few to some family members last week, and they loved them. So it would be nice to see if I can find some more. There's loads. We have got a massive amount of photos. We never got rid of them. We did lose some a while. It's gone back quite a few years. I think some got water damage where they were kept, but we've still got a lot. A lot of them aren't even in albums. They're just in like boxes, like sweet boxes, like, you know, celebrations box or some shit, a roses tin. But I do like it. Yeah, the nostalgic look through the photos is always fun. Some crackers in there, especially some of my cousins. I mean, I don't fare well with it weren't my clothing choices, but you know when you dressed up as a kid. But there's one of me with like a green outfit. I don't know whether it's all in one outfit or it's like green trousers and green, it's like a khaki green. It's not even khaki. I'll have to find it. I've got this little toy gun. I'll fish. I'll see what I can fish out. I might show you something next week. Might actually I might be able to do it on this one. Chuck some photos in, and you can. I'm able to do that with my master editing on my phone. So expert. This is my camera. This is everything. My editing suite is that what I'm talking into at the moment. Yeah, so it was a bit of a shit, but we all got to say goodbye, and then yeah, I think we forget sometimes. We have got older, or we are getting older, and then our elders are getting older as well, and no one can stay forever. It's just that you just want to go out on your terms, don't you? I think that's the way it is. But yeah, you don't get to choose like that. But in terms of peacefully and nicely, but you want to have had fun, created memories. I think I talk about that with a few people about not at least, because that's like, yeah, that sounds a bit final, but yeah, you need to create stuff that you can remember. So, you know, if it was like, if the world ended tomorrow, at least, you know, you can look back. You want to be okay. You want to be able to look back and say, you know what? Obviously, you always want to do more. Everybody always wants to do more. But you've been able to create some good memories and good times. I mean, I know people haven't, and then some people are just fucking boring, and they don't, and they're quite happy with what they are. And some people are boring in terms of because they'll complain about everything, but they won't do anything. You know, sometimes you got to kind of go out and get it, and create those, you know, good times, man. I mean, you can look back and, oh shit, that time was a laugh. And I mean, a lot of mine, obviously, there's loads of stuff from when I was younger with my mates and my cousins and all sorts. And then as you get older, your circles change, and you know, there's work memories. There's some fun work memories that I've had, some fun times at work, and the people that you met as well. I mean, I'm not in touch with everybody that I've ever worked with, but you know the ones who stick around. The ones who stick around are the ones that you form those closer relationships with, and more, and you've probably had more good times and more of a laugh. And it's normally that. I know I'm going on weird tangents, but it's memories. Create those memories that you can look back on and say, that was good, that was fun, that was a fun time. And obviously, clearly, nobody can look back in 2020. Well, not many people can look back at 2020 and say, yeah, they were fantastic memories. I think I had. Obviously, there were some times within 2020 where I'd got to see some, when restrictions were up and down, I got to see some friends, and had drinks with friends and popped over to see friends, and that was all good, but there was no consistency to it. And then pre-lockdown February, yeah, there was some good time. Yeah, I had a good time then. Just some memories to look back. I'm just like racking my brain, going back to so COVID, like lockdown started in March, didn't it? So yeah, so February was cool. Beginning of Feb, had a good time. Short as it was, and then like kind of lockdown started, and he's like didn't see anybody. I mean, I probably saw some people before then. I mean, during that time, going into lockdown, but that was briefly, seeing them, training. Then lockdown happened. Then lockdown lifted, and then you could do the outdoor training. So I used to see people that I used to train boot camp with. So you see them in the morning, because it was nice to have a chat with people in the morning. Then we went to Then there was a couple of parties. Was it? Yeah, it was. I'm just like losing my memory. There was a couple of parties in between. Seen some friends, gone out for walks with friends. But then, yeah, like because it was so inconsistent, it was so few and far between. It was difficult. So hopefully we can have this year and move going on, unless we all. I ain't gonna go into COVID conspiracies, but yeah, it'd be nice to be able to create some more memories, create some good times. I was looking through my photos on my phone. I saw loads on there of stuff that I did last year. A lot of it was to do with my walks. In fairness, today I went for a walk today. It was like, well, I never knew this existed. It was like, and I found another one. It's been a year of just discovering these new bits of countryside and places. Not enough benches. Like, I just wanted to sit down at one point and just sort of take it in a little bit. But then, I didn't fancy sitting on the floor because as dry as it's been, there was still like some. The ground was still a little bit. The soil was still a little bit damp, I would say. So I didn't want to get my arse wet basically, or get dirt all over my shorts. So yeah, need more benches. That's the only thing. But it was lovely, just being out in the sun and then and just walking and listening to stuff, and then listening to some music, and then just I was trying to keep away from the traffic, so I kept doing. Then I think I wouldn't say I got lost, but I didn't have a clue where I was at one point, and then I thought I had to backtrack because I'd come to the end of. Well, I don't think that was a trail that I was on. I just kind of went on some random route, and I thought, oh, there's no path here, so I better find another way, and then ended up, like I say, my watch is saying I've done 10.7 miles today, and the bulk of that was when I went out and walked. The 0.7 will be just me faffing about the house or in the garden. But yeah, it's just fun in the sun. I think it's gonna be colder this week. That's what the weather is saying. I think it might be. The sun might still shine, but the temperature will be colder. It was like this time last year. We were having nice weather as well, weren't we? My legs are nice and dark. But yeah, it's creating those memories. That's what I'll title that today. Create those memories. Hopefully, as the restrictions. The problem is with the restrictions is obviously idiots. Everybody's probably seen some of them videos in the parks and stuff that people are just going crazy. I bet half of those people probably saw each other anyway during lockdowns and made it was just an excuse for more. Oh no, we haven't seen each other. You were like probably with each other the week before or even the day before. But barring the idiots, that hopefully the restrictions will be lifted. But the problem is with the restrictions, it's fine that they're easing off here, but it seems they're getting more strict in other countries. And then I know there are folk that want to travel, not from here. I know a lot of people want to travel from here as well and get out of the country, but as a holiday. But just coming into the country. So yeah, it depends on what happens in the other countries of whether they can come over here, which is a bit of a pain in the bum. And also then travelling from here. I mean, I haven't had my jab yet. I haven't been offered it, so as soon as that is, or when they say that you can contact your GP and arrange an appointment, then I'll do that. When it's my turn, I'll have it. I know loads of people that have had it now, and I know a few people that are on they've had the second one as well. So yeah, and apart from the odd, some people say they got a headache, so armache. Other than that, I don't know anybody who's had anything serious. Any serious health problems from the vaccination. So yeah, so when they need to jab me, they can jab me, and then I'll have the second one too, because there's no point in just having the one. But yeah, then Bill Gates can find me whenever he needs me and find out that I actually lead quite a boring life. I was going to say something, but I can't remember. I'm going to sing in tune. So it was quite last week when I was talking about the theme park thing with the big me, not the bigger me, the bigger me. I don't think I've ever really. I think I might have had that conversation with. I might have. I'm not sure, or it's just something I've kind of kept to myself. But yeah, this is quite. I like the word. This is quite a cathartic thing to do. It lets me air stuff that's in me, because I hadn't really thought about that or talked about that for a long time, and not that something like that never. It was embarrassing at the time, but it never upset me, and it wouldn't upset me now to talk about it. I think there was I probably wouldn't have talked about it a few years ago, like say a couple of years ago, just because it was embarrassing. I would never tell people my weight, like my big weight when I was heavier. I would shy away from it. Like people ask me my jean size or trouser size, or never. I mean, I had 3XL. Was it 3XL? 3XL t-shirts and shirts. I've got rid of most of that stuff now. Like my suit sizes. My suit size is down like 6 sizes now, I think. Yeah, but I was embarrassed about talking about it before. Not talking about it, telling people, because people knew I was big, but they never knew the extent of, in terms of weight or size. They never knew, and I was embarrassed about talking. Now I'm not embarrassed about talking about it, but I think that's because I've come through it, and I think people are receptive to me talking about it, because because one of the things that annoys me is when you see him online with his personal trainer saying, I gained X amount of weight and then took it off in 6 months just to show that it can be done, which is a good thing. It's fantastic, but good. It's not real. It's real when you've had that weight most of your life, because when you're a fit person, man or woman, and then you put on weight for, say, over a period of 3 months, 12 weeks, you put on, let's say, 10 kilograms, 20 kilograms, whatever. So over a period of 3 months, that's fine, you put on that. And then, no, over a period of whatever you took to put it on, and then over a period of 3 months, you've took it off. Your body's pretty much going back into the state that it was. So it's not really a big change. It's like it knows, you're programmed, aren't you? So it knows where it's got to go back to. Now, if you said to me, I'm going to put on that amount of weight and then I'm going to keep it on and maybe put more on over a period of a year, then your body changes, the state that your body's in, your metabolism changes, and the way that you everything that your body's doing, processing foods and stuff like that, it's changes, and how it stores fat and everything. So once you've kept it on for a significant period of time, then come and then show this is, and then you'll see how difficult it is as well, because it ain't easy. Because there's one thing about losing it, and there's the other thing about maintaining it, and the losing it is that's not simple. But then the maintaining where you want to be is even more difficult. I've just started this book. I haven't really got into it yet, but which hopefully, when I was talking about it last week, the metabolic flexibility, it's around that. So I'm trying to understand that more. But yeah. So yeah, this new focus I'm trying to get on nutrition for me is what I'm looking at the moment, and yeah, and just because I need to shift this. I'm only going to be happy when this is shifted, I think. This like you can see it, but I know it's there. This and the old handles, because I think most. I mean, I've said it before. I think most of them are fine. But it's just me. I'm comfortable. I think my weight's not going to change that much now. I think I need to focus less on the weight and just more on the fat loss, and then see where it takes me. Yes, it's an interesting conundrum. It's just figuring it out. But I was saying, I think more people are receptive to me when I talk about my journeys because they know it's been a journey, and a lot of people that I have spoken to about it have seen and also been with me, or if either trained with me or supported me, or and it all helps. Encouragement is a fantastic thing to do, and that's why I encourage everybody. If you're you got to want to do it. That's the thing, isn't it? It's good for you. It's for your health at the end of the day. Put years on your life in it, not going to take them off. Not the way I train, I'll probably take a few off as well. Like an idiot. Yeah, my kneehab's going alright. Kneehab. Hashtag kneehab. It seems not bad, but I'm still worried about this old pain that I get down here, because I can feel it now. I can feel it if I tense like my abs, and I can feel it right in the pubis region. Pubis region. It's right at the, just like sort of, if you go an inch below your belly button, 2 inches below your belly button, and it's just there above the old man, about an inch above the old man. Yeah, so but it's across. It's like, so it's going horizontally across, and I'll wait for the doctors to. Doctors will be. I think we'll be allowed to actually physically see the doctor from the 12th as well. So I'll wait till the doctor make an appointment. I should get one for my knee really as well, but I don't want to. I'm scared of showing my knee, having my knees checked, and they're going, we're going to have to remove those. We're going to have to take your legs off because they're broken. It's just completely knackered. That's what I feel, because that knee, the left knee especially, is from a bike accident when I was a kid. That's probably the worst it was. Oh, but that was probably the start of it. But I think how I managed to, I didn't even go to the hospital. A car hit me. My fault. Completely my fault. I was riding a bike with no brakes, first of all. And them days, not that when I've been out on the bike I wear a helmet now, but them days I didn't wear any helmets either. So I'm riding a bike with no brakes. I come flying out of this road onto not a busy road, but a busier road. I come flying out of this road. Car had no time to react, and he just went straight into my back wheel, to the point where the back wheel was bent completely, and I went flying over the handlebars on my stomach, on my chest. Sorry. Luckily, I didn't scrape my. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it now. How I didn't injure myself even more, I don't know. But on my chest, but flying over the handlebars, must have been about 6 or 7 foot past, and it was like. And then the guy was an older chap, and he was really concerned. Obviously, he was really concerned. He was like, this kid, he just hit this kid. But I didn't blame him. There was no damage to his car at all, as far as I remember. And he was just really concerned. He come out of the car and he go, "Yeah, are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm fine." I looked at the bike, but my bike's knackered. Shit. And I was thinking about the beating I was going to get home when they saw that I broke the bike. And so I'm So I've picked up the bike and I'm dragging it, and he goes, "I'll give you a lift. Where do you live?" I said, "I live there. I'm fine." I was shitting myself. I didn't know what the guy was going to do to me, but the guy, I mean, he was just genuinely concerned. He wasn't angry or anything. Never shouted at me or anything like that. He just wanted to make sure I was okay. And I'm like, I'm just trying to get away from him, going, he's going to kill me. Because I was just, yeah, I was probably a bit in shock as well. And I was only about 10 minutes away from the house, but I just kind of limped home. So I'm using the bike as support because my knee had gone. And the back wheel wasn't rolling, obviously, so I'm just dragging this bike along. And I get it home, I hid it in the shed. Didn't get in trouble for the bike, and then I was just lay on the sofa, and like my knee was just knackered. I probably just had some paracetamol or something like that. And it was a week, I think it was luckily in the holidays, so it was a week that I didn't do anything. Just rested my leg, and I just told Mum I twisted. When I was playing football, I fell over on it, and hurt my knee, and that was pretty much it. But yeah, that was with the bike. But yeah, it's from that it never kind of, even though I continued to do like sports and play football and rugby and all sorts of other nonsense that I got up to, climbing trees and stuff. Did all of that, but and I think I just built strength around it because I've always had pretty fairly strong legs, and yeah, it's just idiot Dal as a kid. But that's why I'm scared that if they do an MRI on it, they'll say, no, we'll be taking that off. You can't use that anymore. Also, I don't want to be put out of action for a significant period of time, so I need to keep mobile. It's good. I need to. I can't be stuck inside all day. No way, Jose. But anyway, I've rambled on for like 40 minutes. For God's sake, somebody shut me up. I hope to see you soon. I'm lost without you. Yes, hopefully we'll catch up soon. As always, I'm here if you need to talk, text, any other forms of communication. If I've got it, I'm here. And we'll see you soon. See you later.